I'm gonna give you a few tips about the spreadsheet, the budget, how to set it up. So first up, I've got my electricity tab, appliance, hours used, watts, kilowatt hours, and costs. These will be formulas you'll fill in, and the total will be for the month. Don't forget that. So if I change the number of hours I use something, then I should be seeing the total change down here. I'll come back to that in a few minutes. Uh, Month tab, you've got all the things that I've listed in there, plus anything else that might apply to you. Annual, again, things I've got listed, plus anything else that might apply to you. So here's some tips when you get to this final budget tab. Now, electricity, you don't want to list each item here. We don't care about every electrical item that's in your house. That's already back on this tab. We just care about how much it costs per month. So January, I'm probably not running the AC at all. So I could put that number right there, 48.72 in. If it's not money already, we can make all this stuff dollars by clicking the dollar sign. February, I'm probably not running the AC either. Maybe my fridge runs less. You're going to have a lot of items to go through and check the hours on, but that's what you're doing. You're changing the hours and you're looking to see how your total gets affected. So that would be 36.54 based on what I've got here. No way your bill's going to be this cheap. But anyway, that's kind of the idea. And you go across here for the whole year, thinking about the hours you're running all these items, and you should have at least 20 items on here to go through and check. So it might take a few minutes. All right, for your budget, here's a quick way to get your monthly and annual expenses in. I need to start getting all my monthly things in here and then my annuals after that. So I'm going to hit equals. I'm going to go to my month tab down here, and I'm just going to highlight these items and the amount of money beside them. Hit enter, and it's going to copy it through. So I'm going to hit equals. I'm going to go over to my month tab. I'm going to highlight just one thing for now, just food. Hit enter. So I'm going to go to this next space and hit equals. I'm going to go to my month tab, and I'm just going to click on food, and it should come up that way, equals month, exclamation point B3, or whatever cell it's in. And when I hit enter, it's going to go ahead and copy that in. Now I had 3 items, so I'm going to pull down this little circle to space for 3 things. If I go further, it should be showing a blank because there's nothing else there. So I can come back to that later. I don't have to change anything. If I go over, I should be copying the amount of money next to those. So that's kind of nice. Now, here's another shortcut you'll have to use, though. If I try to drag this further, it's going to give me blank cells because it's just copying what it sees here, and those are blank. So a trick you can use, um, if I want to copy this $125 all the way across, I've got to hit equals. I need to click on this cell, but instead of C4, I need to go up and I'm in my formula tab up here. I put a dollar sign in front of C and a dollar sign in front of 4. This is only good if I don't change. If my food expenses are the same all year, that's how I would do that. Now, if I expect them to change a little bit, maybe I'm hosting Easter dinner in April, so it's going to be a little more expensive. Put dollar sign back in there. Maybe July, I'm not going to be buying groceries as much because I'm on vacation, so maybe it's a little bit cheaper or something. So again, like electricity, these should change as they need to throughout the year. Just one more time to show you how I got those things in there. I'm gonna get my annual expenses in. So I'm gonna go to my next blank, and I don't want to put that in there, so let me delete that. All right, I'm gonna hit an equal sign. I'm gonna go to my annual tab, and I'm just gonna click on the car tax. Oh, something went wrong there. That happened to me a couple times doing this. If the equals gets after, it's not going to work. So let me just retry that. That's an error you may see. So it's not going to work if that happens. I'm hitting equals. I'm going to annual, and I'm just going to click on the car tax. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm just going to go in front of the annual there and hit equals. That's an easy fix for that. I've noticed the sheet has done this to me a lot of times today as I've tried to do this myself. Kind of a new problem. Never seen it before, but there's an easy fix for it. That copies that in. We can pull car tax across. Now, car tax, if you're in Rockbridge County, it's going to come due in September. So I want you to drag these to the proper months of when they're actually going to happen. It made a little blank there. I'm going to go back and just go back and check over or put the boxes back in. So get your annual expenses in the month that they're going to happen. Be sure you've got your category totals being added up here. And then once you've got your monthly totals, I'm not going to give the formula away, but make sure you've got all your totals by month down here in the bottom. And this final block box right here, that should be your total for the year.